Every story begins as a thought. Let it breathe and become an entire world. Every world needs a point of view. Focus it, frame it, and it becomes a story.
So today we'll be recreating this unique animation by combining 3 different tools: Canva, ElevenLabs, and CapCut. Let's get straight into it. Open Canva and create a new design. I'm using a 16:9 video crop, but you can follow along in mobile format if preferred. Let's start by building the paper textured halftone background. Open the Images tab and search for paper texture. Look for something with a subtle texture that doesn't have too much of a crumpled paper aesthetic. Place the image against the edge of the canvas so it snaps into the background position. Set the background color to white, then select the image. Open the Edit panel and go into Adjust. Reduce the saturation all the way down to -100. With the image still selected, open the Edit panel again and, under Apps, search for the Screen app. Select the halftone setting. The default parameters should work perfectly well, but you can make adjustments if needed. Next, open the Texture app. Scroll down to the Grid category and select Grainy Gradient. Set the blend mode to multiply, then reduce the opacity to 0.2. Click Save when you're happy with the result. With the scene set, it's time to start working with Canva's new 3D objects. Open the Elements tab and select the 3D category. Let's search for Realistic Brain. As you can see, Canva has a large library of 3D images to choose from, but none of these are quite hitting the mark for me. They're all a little too cartoonish. Instead, let's generate a completely unique 3D object by selecting the Generate button here. These versions are much better. The realism still has a little way to go, but it has definitely created something that works well for this project. And as you can see, we also have full control over the angle and rotation of the 3D object. Once you've found one you like, add it to the canvas. We can also apply effects that are specifically designed for these 3D models. Select an effect that works for your design and add it to the object. Adding these effects does come with a slight caveat, which I'll get into later. At this point, it's a good idea to create a rough storyboard for the full animation. Generate or source all of the objects you intend to use from the beginning of the sequence to the end. For my animation, the brain will transition into a set of lungs, which aren't actually 3D, before moving into a rotating globe and finally a rotating eyeball. That should be enough to demonstrate the main 3D animation techniques. Now, I'll show you how to animate Canva's 3D objects using stop motion. I had originally hoped these objects would work with the match and move transition, but unfortunately, that isn't the case. What we can do instead is get a little creative and build the animation manually using stop motion. Resize and position the object where you want the first frame of the animation to begin. Select the page and press Ctrl or Command and D to duplicate it. On the second page, make an extremely small adjustment to the object's position or rotation. Duplicate the page again, make another slight adjustment, and continue repeating this process until the object reaches the end position you had in mind. Once the sequence is complete, hold Shift and select all of the pages. You can now change their duration to either 0.1 or 0.2 seconds. A duration of 0.1 seconds will create a smoother animation with a much shorter runtime. Using 0.2 seconds will give it a more noticeable stop motion effect. When you're ready, preview the animation. You may notice some flickering while previewing the pages inside Canva. Don't worry, this shouldn't appear once we export the animation later. Continue using this stop motion process for the rest of the objects. Here's how to create a split reveal transition using the brain and globe. When we reach the globe, I want the brain to split into 2 halves and open up to reveal the globe inside it. Start by exporting the final frame of the brain as a PNG file with a transparent background. Re-import the PNG and place it directly over the original object. You can now delete the original layer beneath it. With the new image selected, press Ctrl or Command and D to duplicate it. Then make sure the second copy sits directly over the first. Crop the top layer from left to right. Select the bottom layer and crop it from right to left until the two layers meet in the center of the brain. We now have two separate halves to work with. Place the globe beneath both brain layers. As you move through the stop-motion sequence, gradually pull the two halves of the brain apart while simultaneously rotating the globe. This gives us a much more interesting reveal and helps everything feel connected as we move through the transition. Next, we need to blend the globe into the eyeball. Once you've generated the eyeball, place it directly over the globe and make sure both objects have exactly the same dimensions. Reduce the transparency of the eyeball layer. As you work through the stop-motion pages, gradually increase its transparency on each frame. Make sure both objects are rotating in the same direction so the movement flows smoothly through the transition. To move into the final framed scene, continue increasing the size of the eyeball throughout the stop-motion sequence until we reach this point. Now export this image as a PNG file. We'll use it later as the reference image for the Scribble motion video. With the animation complete, it's time to export all of the stop-motion frames. As I mentioned earlier, there's currently a slight issue when effects are applied to Canva's 3D objects. If we export the animation directly as an MP4, parts of the object can become cropped during rendering. While I'm waiting to hear back from Canva support about a fix, I've been exporting each frame as a PNG and rebuilding the sequence in CapCut. It sounds like extra work, but once I show you the correct settings, it's actually extremely quick. You may also notice a warning at the top of the screen informing us that we've exceeded the limit of 50 3D elements in a single design. Once this happens, any further changes may not be saved. To work around this, create a new Canva design using the same dimensions. Copy a section of the animation into the new design. Then export all of those frames as PNG files. Continue working backwards through the project until every frame has been exported and saved into a folder on your computer. Now let's turn those exported frames into a smooth stop-motion animation in CapCut. Open CapCut and create a new project. Before importing anything, open the menu at the top and select Settings. Go into the Edit tab and find the image duration setting. Change this to 5 frames. This ensures every image has the exact duration we need when it's added to the timeline, making the stop-motion sequence much quicker to assemble. Import your batches of images and place them on the timeline in the correct order. Give the sequence a quick preview to make sure every frame is lined up properly. Now it's time to create the Scribble animation back inside Canva. Create another 16:9 video design and place the eyeball image we exported earlier onto the background. With the image selected, open the Adjust panel and make some subtle changes to the lighting, color, and texture. Once you're happy, export the updated image. We can now use this version as the reference for our animation. Open the Elements tab and, under Generate, select the video category. We need the video to reference our background image, so click the plus icon and upload the image we've just edited. Next, enter your prompt into the description box. I've included a copy of the prompt below. Click Generate. If the first result doesn't quite hit the mark, generate another version until you find something that works. Unfortunately, Canva can currently only generate clips with a maximum duration of 5 seconds. To extend the animation, import the first clip into CapCut and move the playhead to its final frame. Open this menu and select Export Still Frame. You can then bring that frame back into Canva and repeat the generation process, using the newly exported image as the reference for the next section. This allows us to continue the animation beyond the original 5-second 30-second limit. With the visuals complete, it's time to add the voiceover, music, and sound effects, all of which I generated inside ElevenLabs. Let's begin with the voiceover. Once you're logged into ElevenLabs, open the text-to-speech section. The voice I used for this edit is called Cassius.
Are you searching for a calm, velvety voice to guide your story?
This voice works particularly well with the 11v3 expressive model, so select that model and paste your script into the text box. You can also allow ElevenLabs to add audio tag enhancements by selecting the Enhance button.
Every story begins as a thought.
Next, let's find some fitting sound design elements for the animation. Open the Sound Effects tab. From here, you have two options. You can search through ElevenLabs' extensive library of pre-generated sound effects, or you can generate your own if you can't find exactly what you need. For this particular project, I was able to find everything inside the existing library. For example, I started by searching for long breath and found this sample. From there, I searched for terms including iceberg cracking, immersive sea, seagulls, and match lighting. There's an affiliate link to join ElevenLabs in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it really helps support the channel. Now, let's move into the music section. Once again, you can choose from the large selection of existing tracks, or generate something completely original, which is what I've done here. The prompt I used is listed below. Patreon members can also download the full music track, all of the sound effects, and the Canva template through the link in the description. Now, let's bring everything into CapCut and start building the final audio mix.
Every story begins as a thought.
I'll begin by placing the breathing sample at the points where the brain appears to breathe.
Let it breathe and become an entire world.
The position of the exhale needs to be adjusted, so I'll press Ctrl or Command and B to split the sample, then reposition the second section on the timeline.
Breathe and become an entire world.
To give the sound some extra depth, open the voice changer panel and apply the bandpass reverb effect at maximum strength.
And become an entire world. Every world needs a point of...
For the Scribble animation, I layered the iceberg and ocean samples over each other. I then added a fade at the beginning and end of both samples and applied a reverb effect to help them blend together.
Focus it, frame it, and it becomes a story.
With the sound in place, let's add some subtle overlay effects to give the animation a consistent, grainy texture. Jump back into Canva, create a blank page inside your video project, and search for an image called Noise Grain Texture. Place it over the canvas, reduce the transparency to 20%, and export the page as a PNG file with a transparent background. Back in CapCut, place this texture on the top video layer and extend it so it covers the entire animation. Open the Effects panel and search for a vignette effect. Apply it to the project and extend it across the full timeline as well. For the opening title sequence, I placed each word on a separate track and timed them to appear alongside the voiceover.
Every story begins as a begins.
I alternated between serif and sans serif fonts and used a mixture of subtle fade-in and rise animations to keep the wording visually interesting. Don't forget, you can download all of the materials used in this project over on my Patreon. You'll also get access to the Canva template so you can look under the hood, see how everything was built, or repurpose the design for a project of your own. Now let's take a look at what we've created.
Every story begins as a thought. Let it breathe and become an entire world. Every world needs a point of view. Focus it, frame it, and it becomes a story.